All right, y'all, here we go with the channeling. I'm sitting here minding my business, but here we go. Okay, so what I got so far is there is some significance to the color blue. All right, Pisces, Cancer could be of some significance, does not have to be the case. Another thing I got was there is some significance to lactating nipples. I don't know if I can say that. Might have to bleep that out. But lactation, okay, so whoever I'm speaking to, you would understand you have been actively either prepping for or actually doing the do regarding breastfeeding, okay? And congratulations, mama, wherever you are. Love and light to you and that beautiful child starseed of yours, okay? So there's that. And then the next thing that occurred was that thing where I like see certain letters kind of switch around, almost kind of like dyslexia, but not really. It's a spiritual thing, you guys. And on a red label, so the color red could also be of some significance, but really, not gonna lie, I felt that that color was definitely tied to the word that I saw. And that word is spelled E-N-D, end. Okay, and so tie that with the color red, and you kind of get the sentiment there, I'm sure, right? There could be some significance to YouTube. Somebody could be watching somebody on YouTube here. It doesn't have to be the case. But the long and the short of it is, you guys, bear with me. I'm going to have to take a hard pause. Okay, because like I said, I was minding my business, trying to just, tend to my own needs and things. All right. So I'm going to, again, hit this hard pause. Forgive me. All right. But I got you on the back end. We're going to figure out what is what. Like, because at this point, hell, even I'd like to know. And you guys, 212 could definitely be angelic code of some significance. All right, look up those angel numbers, would ya? They really help round out those messages. So serious, you guys. And just off the cuff, that reduces down to a life-changing 5. We're talking end, right? Endings, tower moment energy, right? I didn't get into the cards yet, but guess what happened? I hit pause. The timer said 212. I proceeded back to the rest of my show I was chillaxing to, right? And the scene got ugly. Not gonna lie, it was like, wait, what happened? It felt like the energy of like, where you hear that like proverbial record scratch and you feel like you went off the rails quickly. Um, and yeah, long story short, there's a knock at the door. A female answers, and the guy is on the outside going, "I miss you." The female says nothing, looks scared. Again, says nothing. The man who knocked on the door proceeds to continue the freaking conversation, which I'm like, whoa, buddy, rude. And says, "I know," as if in answer, in reply to something that she just damn sure didn't say. I'm so serious. I was watching, right? And there could be some significance to mermaids. I was watching the show Siren, for anyone wondering. But anyways, I digress. Okay. This was actually season 2, episode 4. Ooh, it's called Oil and Water. Wow, this is like hella synchronistic, you guys. It's giving bittersweet though. Like I almost tried to be like, yeah, can't wait to get into this, but at the same time, I don't like this energy coming from this masculine. But let's get to the confirmation somebody out there is looking for. Gosh, I'm gonna intend this reaches whom all ever it's meant for. Gotta hit the pause again, you guys. Forgive me. Ooh, so come to find out, DRUGABUSE. Okay, maybe a subject matter of some significance. If that is the case, gosh, I'm so sorry. And you know what? That can be extremely heartbreaking energy. So my heart goes out to you. For some, even if you resonate with that part, okay. For some of you, maybe not all. There's some significance to, like, in spite of you walking away from this person. I mean, I really didn't get into the cards yet. I promise you I will. But I was really guided to watch the rest of this. And you guys know, even with some of the more recent messages, exactly how there's like umpteen gabillion ways, okay, that the divine can speak. So just saying, I'm peeping this and I'm sharing it. This is not something I personally resonate with, but this is something, okay? And there's some significance to, even though there's like this severance between you and this person, whether you still want to consider yourself being in love with them or loving them or not, okay? There's some significance to 2 children or 2 people, whether an amorous situation or not, that you are connected with, like present day, okay, that were very much, for whatever reason or reasoning, just as connected to the person. All right, this masculine, I'm going to say, go out on a limb here and say, but guess what? The energies could be flip-flopped. And like I said, I really didn't get into the cards, but that's what I got so far, you guys. Hold on. Oh my, bro, I said that. I straight channeled that. And I hit pause for y'all, right? Trying to keep it together. And I'm like, let me just watch the last piece, like the last few seconds. I swear to you, seconds worth of this episode. And again, it's season 2, episode 4, Oil and Water, right? There could be some hella significance to, seriously, like 2 other partners, or like maybe it was just one night or something, right? No judgment, but that's a little bit of tea. I didn't even know. So just saying, hold on. 717 could be of some significance. And really, long story short, if you're resonating with this and you're resonating with that as the feminine, this is just confirmation that you did the right thing, babe. Stepping away in love and in light, right? It's not a call or free licensure to like outright hate anyone. 737, just on the timer. But you know the deal, right? Obviously, this is just your confirmation. Again, you already know this, right? And I'm also getting that there could be a bit of a trauma bond that had existed for a time or two, maybe a cycle or two, but also this could be a lifetime or two, right? Where it's getting, I don't know why I'm hearing like the ties that bind. Mental health and addiction, as well as autoimmune disease, could be of some significance, whether on either sides of your courts or your fences here, okay? So whether this masculine versus that of the feminine, or vice versa, or both of you, okay? And irregardless of how similar, right, it's still in that same realm. So there could be some amount of empathy for each other on the strength of this. And then, like I said, I'm getting that this is definitely not your first rodeo with this person. And I mean, it really could be more than one lifetime. Now, there could be some significance to Tommy Lee, as well as Tom and Jerry. And with Tom and Jerry, at least, I'm not exactly sure about... Maybe somebody does have a tattoo of Tommy Lee, right? Stranger things have happened, okay? But I just got that tattoo that tattoo energy was more so connected to the Tom and Jerry theme, but I digress, right? 919 on that timer. New beginnings. Okay, you're in alignment with whatever you did or didn't do, whatever you said and or didn't say, right? Irregardless of how like imperfect you personally, 933, want to make it. And ain't no way it was like so imperfect with the 33 energy coming with that 9. Okay, let's talk about it. 33, most often connected to ascended master vibes, right? Namely that of Yeshua. Most call him Jesus. Okay, big stuff. All right. There could be some significance to hazel eyes. Somebody could have medium length hair or brown eyes, as well as curly hair. Okay, whether on one or more sides of the fence here. And the reason why I say that is this energy came across my table and then also hit the floor. So there could be some significance to hitting the floor. Maybe there is some certain type of like song lyric type of content sentiment about hitting the floor, right? I'm trying to think of, is that Natalie Imbruglia, Torn, right? Maybe that could be a song or house sentiment of some significance. Look it up if you must. Don't get trapped there though, baby, okay? With a guy, girl, what have you. I'm so serious. I caught myself almost falling for that the other day. And I was like, now why would we, since we're in charge, right? This ain't even music coming through on the store type of PA system, right? This ain't, somebody else's car or the next door neighbor's cranking their ish, okay, right? Like, it's like literally my Spotify playlist. Ooh, 1111, love that. New beginning, new. For you, babe, okay? It's true. So serious. You did great. You're doing great, okay? Stay the course, I'm here to say. Don't give up now, okay? And don't lower those standards, and damn sure not the boundaries, okay? Because that's not the vibe, right? Remember, ascended master-ish, right? We're not descending back down to the same crab barrels and buckets and worse. If you know, you know. That we've already crawled out of, just saying. 1144 on that timer. Reducing down to, again, a healthy dose of that angelic code of 555. So serious. You only need one of those for it to be life-changing energy. And as I said that, I looked down and it's 1155 on the timer. Just proving a point, like, hey, still here, it's for you, take it. Oh my goodness. Anywho, so yeah, we are going to check the cards. Y'all, I'm tripping. All right, here's a sitch. There is some significance to like bones, necromancy, skulls, maybe just the aesthetic, right? Maybe somebody just likes those. Doesn't have to be the case, but really with that energy, I was just kind of drawing like rebirth, okay? So let's table that for a moment, okay? And I just want to let you know that regarding this person that you walked away, Spirit confirmed literally 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. And I split the deck to the 8 of Wands, literally confirming that you didn't just walk away. You literally died unto self. It's like, this version of me can't stay. You know, collective change is inevitable. All right. And so is as inevitable change is as certain as death is. Okay. It's necessary. Right. And of course, the balance. It's giving the circle of life. Right. 13:33 on the timer. So, you know, it just is what it is. I feel like personally, not that anybody asked, just saying, right? That's bittersweet. I mean, it's not, you know, you can't really just delusion yourself and be like, that is so all the way pretty, right? Because I don't think it is, you know, if you ask me. But it's definitely not all bad. I'm so grateful to say that. And I'm so grateful to know just the same the bad. So I know how good the good truthfully is. And, you know, the more I just kind of honor those energies for what they are, maybe you want to say the good, maybe you want to say the bad, maybe you want to say the ugly, right? I feel like the easier on the other side of that, you can kind of alchemize and craft the experience a little bit more tailor-made. Just saying. Those alchemists, if you know, you know. Okay? Don't give up, you guys. We got this. Just saying. All right. But continuing on with this message, I just want y'all to know this 8 of Wands literally has a picture of a female figure. Excuse me, a female appearing figure, right? Just to be fair. And, oh my, I did not see this. I need to hit pause and meditate on this one, you guys. One moment. All right, I'm going to have to like break this down, so don't mind all the pauses if you do hear the clicks in the background. I promise you, the message is as it stands. It's a lot coming through, and I got to catch it and keep it and serve it up right nice, right? So here we go. The first thing I'm getting is that there literally could be, for some of you, a situation where you are on your 10th attempt, 9th or 10th attempt, seriously, at learning whatever this lesson is that prompted you to ultimately release yourself from this person, this energy, dare I say this entity, dare I say this pattern thinking, right? Lack mindset, okay? You know what it is now. Maybe you didn't know then. You know, whoever I'm speaking to, you know now. Go ahead. Whether you're a guy, girl, what have you. Okay, go ahead. Because I celebrate you and I celebrate your wins. And I mean that. This is this is no easy feat, man. So serious. This is literally death and rebirth, yes, but to the max. I mean, just over and over. This is somebody who, just even in one lifetime, right? Even if you don't want to say, oh, it's not stretched out all the way, because I'm literally looking at 10 figures on this card, and they all represent the one, right? The collective member, the you, right? Just saying, this is the message that I'm getting, okay? And this is no, I mean, even from one figure to the next, it's like there is a large glow up. Like there is a noticeable change. Like it's almost like you might want to say, and maybe you do subscribe to being such that you are a shapeshifter, right? You definitely should at this juncture subscribe to being that of an alchemist. You know, honor it. You know, own up to it. And even underneath this 8 of Wands that I briefly described, and there's a lot on this card, which is crazy because it's not even like a card that has a background to it. But the message is a lot. Could be some significance to roller skates as well. Okay, it doesn't have to be. And also, you guys, there could be some significance to like Dick Van Dyke, or like, forgive me, I do not recall, because this is like before my time, you guys. But the guy that was like the husband that wanted to be the farmer on Green Acres, that was from the city, right? There could be some significance to Dragnet as well. Maybe it's more aptly stated some significance to the 60s. Is that the 60s? I don't know. Forgive me. But it's giving that as well when I look at this full card energy. All right. And that really is a clarifier, the way I'm reading this, as a clarifier to this 8 of Wands energy. And I mean, man, it's like, good on you. You did a bang up job. Whoever you are, again, guy, girl, what have you. I don't even care about that part. Just kudos to you. Like, yes, thank you. Like, I might actually just like catch you with some applause in the background on this one, because you damn sure deserve it. I'm so serious. Wow, this is a type of person, okay? This is a type of being, starseed, however you want to say it, right? This is a type of beautiful soul, I like to say, that really makes a difference. You really matter here, okay, on a collective whole. So thank you is why I'm saying thank you, okay? I gave the clarifier, and I really feel like I should have done you justice by saying thank you first, because I really mean that. That's amazing work. I don't know if you subscribe to being that of like the divine feminine. If you do, you might often hear the high priestess energy come out for your readings that you may resonate with. But either way, I mean, just know your worth. I'm so serious. And good on you. I told you would get this confirmation about you walking away was the right thing to do. And, Eight of Cups does mean walk away, right? But I need you to know these eights alone are speaking volumes of your alignment. And, the abundance and the paybacks and the catch-ups and the makeups in all the ways that you maybe are currently desiring and or expecting, right? They're coming. They exist now. You just need to claim them and claim them in your most positive light, putting your most positive foot forward, right? And another P word comes to mind, man. I'm not gonna lie, is patience. Not to be word cursy and not to say, hey, expect less than what you prefer. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying when you get into that disciplined patience, if you know, you know. And people have habits and they want to call them disciplines. Not always the case. Could be, maybe, right? Never say never. All right. But that is not always the case. Be mindful. All right. When you're talking again about that disciplined patience, think of the way silt has no problem remaining at the bottom of a pond of still, cool waters, right? That kind of patience. Like, oh no, I'll just be here in the moment, enjoying this moment as the moment, while being grateful for beyond this moment. I know all is well, and I know all works for my highest and greatest good. Oh shit, right? Just that kind of peace about it, right? Could be months rolling by, could be years, and you wouldn't know it by the look on your face, and you wouldn't know it by the way your energy feels. So peaceful, peace filled, right? Able to still give from your overflow, not from your expectations, man. That type of, I got chills, and I like it. Not gonna lie, I like it. But yeah, that kind of disciplined patience, because that kind of disciplined patience, if you really think about it long enough, is hella sexy. If I do say so myself, okay? Just saying, in case you wondered. Hold on, let me check the rest. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to put the cards away, right? Because it's like message received, message clear, right? Not me toot my own horn, just like functionally, right? Just energetically. And I couldn't get the cards put away. 2202 on the timer. All is well, truthfully, literally. All right. And trying to put the cards away, and judgment comes out. And then you want to take a guess what? Emperor. Judgment on the Emperor. Literally, you are so much in alignment. Okay. This Fool card energy, though, still wants to pop out. Like, but I did it. Like, but I walked away and it was me. It's like, yes, own it, though. Like, don't cringe and cower. I don't know if you've got some sort of cultural or religious stigma or some sort of community vibes, right? With the gossip. I'm looking up this newspaper. Okay. And it's like when I look at an illustrated newspaper in what I lovingly term tarot land, right? Usually it's connected to gossip, which, often for those religious folks is the witchcraft. But I digress. And guess what? Even on this, it's not even an oracle card. I was like, wait, hold on. It's actually standing for the Six of Wands. It's talking about victory. Okay? Victorious! Exclamation mark. And again, this is the zombie tarot. Six of Wands. Look it up if you want. All right. So just saying, no excuses to do nothing more than simply, okay? And I'm literally, I know it sounds like all like well and good because like it's easier said than done, but I need you to know at the same time, I've been there on a hella personal note and repetitively, because I understand it's not necessarily an easy lesson, especially if you don't have the certain type of guidance and support around you, right? No judgment, no tea, no shade, and it's not a contest. I'm not sitting here trying to broadcast out that, oh, I know everything, and but what I do know, okay, and what I also simultaneously can empathize with, I'm still saying, the message stands that you have a choice in the matter. Now, I didn't say it was a one and done choice, but as long as you try, you win. How about that, right? So we always are making choices. Some of them we've made so many times that they're just pre-programmed. Do you ever have a conversation with somebody and they just clearly assumed what you're going to say? Spoke over you, perhaps? To very matter-of-factly retort back a contrite answer that they just knew was appropriate because they were assuming. Right? 2502 on the timer could be of some significance. Just saying, okay? And so you know what they say about assumptions, and when you assume, right, you're making an ass out of you and potentially the person you're assuming. So it's like, don't do that. Don't be that one. That's very poor of you, okay? If you're doing that, so fix it. That's for somebody. I don't know who. I don't need to know. Just fix it, please, and thank you, okay? And I promise, I'm going to play this back to make sure it's not me. As I often do, just to be sure, right? Just say they're collective messages. But you guys, let me get out of this swirly energy here. It's my Pisces popping up. I feel like shit got serious now, though. Is this new person's energy? Hold on, I have to see. All right, honey bun, whether guy, girl, what have you. All right, I still get to call you honey bun, and please know I love you, and that's why I get to call you honey bun. I promise. Okay, just go with it. It's a good term, not a bad one, right? Not to be triggering, to be soothing, okay, to be fun. All right. Now here's the sitch. You need to try to be a lot more like that as well, because here's why. Your energy. I'm like, is this the new guy? Okay, your energy. I get it. You're a little bit battle worn, battle weary here. I don't even know if you understand what all that may mean, right? And so I would offer you a bit of sage advice. Okay, get in touch with your fascia. All right. Get in touch with your musculoskeletal system. All right. Stretch, bend, feel through it, think it, release it, and repeat. Because ain't no way you feel like you just woke up on the rolling hills of whatever Julie Andrews was skipping around back in the day, talking about they're alive and stuff, right? So we have to be mindful that, as you're alchemizing, okay, which you're doing a great job, whoever this is and who all ever, right? You need to fully release. Like, could you imagine if every time you breathed in, you never really got that full breath out, though? You just breathed in again, though, and like that old air just stayed like in the bottom of your lungs, right? It just sat there. You couldn't really fully get that good pump. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would hurt. It would be very like distorting, I would like, or disorienting, right? I would like to think that that would be like at least how that might feel, right? Couldn't feel healthy. You get what I'm saying there. So, ooh, this is definitely some. Hold on, I am all over the place. Forgive me. I hope this is making sense at this point. But I'm looking at the Six of Pentacles, you guys. I cut the deck to the Eight of Wands. So on the other side of this transformation, which Eight of Wands can talk about, this can also talk about communication. I'm not getting communication here. I'm getting hella transformation because, I mean, even if you look, and this is the Crystal Visions Tarot, for those wondering, if you go and look at the Six of Pentacles over into the Eight of Wands, right? And that whole vibe there. Okay, it's not really like the others, and by the others, I mean to include the star card of this deck. And this particular star card is shining, right? Like, wow, blingy, bling, bling, right? Can you see it? Not really. You gotta fight to shine. You gotta bob and weave, all right? Ain't nobody there, just the shine. So, I mean, whether it chills on this, you're a guy, girl, or what have you, honey, I really hope that you're honoring yourself. Even from the Six of Pentacles, the way it's illustrated, all right? It's really come across as you almost, I mean, you, whoever I'm speaking to, it's like you damn sure had to intend. This is like, if you're like subscribed to being that of a female, perhaps, right? One character comes to mind, and that is G.I. Jane. All right, it's a really cool movie, and her character was really pretty badass. Just saying, and just went above and beyond expectations. All right, it's like that intense, and I don't know if like it's like that gets that helps sustain you to remain alive, but it's also conducive to maintaining an environment for your central nervous system, as well as your emotional and physical body, to believe and to actually be in what is also termed as fight or flight mode. Okay, and that's what you got to regulate that, babe. And you're capable because you did all that other work. Like, what would you stop now for and do what, though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what and now what? Like, it's like you have to keep going. And you can and you will, right? And you do, really, if you understand what I'm saying. And you do, it's already a done deal, written in the stars. Literally, you got the star card. And you know what's... Wait, hold on. Hold on. Okay, I had to recount it because I'm like, ooh, but hold on. I'm just saying, though, there might be some significance to the number 10. Just saying, because there's 10 stars on this card. There's 10 major stars. Because I just found 4 other, like, semi-majors on her cloak. But just saying, there is, like, a progression, like, but steady and impressively. It's almost like even you might subscribe to having the Galactic Federation knowing you or having made contact. I mean, this star card is giving hella ET vibes. There could be some significance to, like I said, that blue or even purple. This could be signifying that you've had a major, it's like I'm hearing to say a major, oh, I don't think dislodging is the right word, though. But like a major, I didn't catch the word, so I will hopefully aptly state a synonym, right? It's like a purge of the scales off of that third eye. I mean, this is like, I don't even get that it was a slow process. It's just so impressive. It had to have been intentional, even if at the soul level. I'm not sitting here saying, yeah, no, you knew that. Yeah, and then when you know, hink your left, earlobe down towards your right knee. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, at the soul level, we're doing stuff. You know what I mean? We know things, big things, right? And so we are so much more than just these, physical vessels that you see. And I'm sure most of whom I'm speaking to, you know that, but just in case, okay? Now, there could be some significance to dragons as well. And there could be LGBT community vibes connected to this. But I'm also hearing to say, like, it's like someone here, not everybody, but it's like you may have tendencies, right? And I don't mean to be like offensive. This is just like the best way I know how to describe it. My goodness. I promise you don't come for me because like I really have no beef with LGBTQ plus community. Please and thank you, okay? But I'm just getting that there's like going back to those two other people, for those that didn't resonate with the children, but you did with like the two other people that are still like present day but are connected to this person. But there could still be children involved here because I'm looking at the sun card. I thought it was the Empress. That's the sun. Like what is going on right now with this deck? All right, could be some significance to butterflies, butterfly tattoos, specifically monarch butterflies. All right, but back to the dragons. The draconian like lineage could be of some significance as well as dragons. If I didn't get that part out, my gosh, it's a lot. You guys bear with me. And ancient Egyptian vibes is also coming through with those lotus being depicted. Ancient energy. All right, so we're talking soulmate. It sounds all sweet and good and stuff, but this could have been something that it's literally like do or die. Gosh, I've been there. Like you literally best kill that. But you're like talking about you though, because it's like because if not, you're going to lose yourself. And I mean that in some of the most darkest ways. Not to be triggering you folks, okay? And not to sound like I'm a victim. I'm just saying I know, like I get it. Like, and whoever I'm talking about right now, I've said more than enough. You know, I know because you know. You know what I mean? And not that that's like cool or fun or funny, but just it is what it is. And it's like one of those things, man. It's like somebody could like fake know in some aspects about that life, and I mean, really, I really don't see that being too successful because it's like almost like if trauma had like a frequency to it. It's like you would just do the vibe check, like, they've been to that land, right? Like it's like you would never even ask like that old, like, I don't know if that was TikTok or not, but that guy that would always be like, do you know the way? Like you wouldn't even ask because it's like clearly you know. It's just if you know, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Wow, Spirit is spilling the tea, babe. I know, I get it, babe. I just cut the deck and it's the Five of Wands. And look, it's 3 individuals here with 2 lions. So there could have been beef in the community too. I mean, some people. That's why I'm like, can y'all just be protective of y'all shit though? Because sometimes you get too many people in the mix. That's a lot of emotions and personalities to sift through and keep track of, perhaps, because it's not even just like you gotta assume. It's not even safe to assume, folks, in case y'all did not notice, that one person should have one personality. Right? I mean, shoot, okay, especially like you just get it sometimes. Those that have abilities, okay, different abilities, sometimes you do have those different sides to you. It's like today I'm going to be, perhaps melancholy. And the next day I'm going to be overstimulated and wanting to run around here and there, trying to do too much, right? Which leads to another day when you're just like, no, I'm not doing anything because you're burnt out, right? Those that have ADHD, you understand that, right? But the good news, not to sound all doom and gloomy, there are ways to work around it. And really, I do want to someday maybe delve down that path on a different note, on a different platform, because I think that those things are fun to talk about, and I like to share, tips that work for me. Not that many of the people I share them with necessarily want to hear them, but maybe somebody out there might want to hear them, and so that's where I should share them. On a platform online. That would make sense. Work smart, not hard, they say. And right now, you guys. Side note: please don't forget, you are supposed to be vibe checking everything and everyone. Okay, and not in the sense of like just to overarch your abilities in the cutoff game, but in the sense of honoring yourself. Do you feel bad when this happens? So now that you've identified that and been honest with yourself, what can you do? All right, and not the question is not what can't you do, what can you do? All right, and maybe yes, maybe for some of you it is helpful to understand. Okay, these are What are the current perceived limitations, right? So that you can sift through them and maybe even prioritize them in, chronological order, etc. And just kind of start climbing through that obstacle course. I get that. I'll give you that. Good on you, right? But not in the sense of like, okay, first things first, how can't we? So that we can say we can't, and so we never do, right? Like, because that doesn't get you very far. And I promise you, it doesn't matter who you are. Like that program will never get you far. All right. And that's why even often billionaires have to talk about the many times that, they've had failures even in order to get to maybe that one success, not even many. That's kind of a pretty sweet situation. It doesn't even take many necessarily, right? That's for somebody, because I didn't plan on talking about that. Anywho, moving along. All right, you really have done a bang up job. Your guides want to honor you on that, and I'm getting that you do, for those that understand, have assigned. You do have a dragon assigned to you, and there could be some significance to that of the red variety. Doesn't have to be the case. And again, you guys, maybe this is through a form of a tattoo. All right, take what resonates here. But you really have been staying the course. You are in like 8-8. If I do say myself, 8-8-8-8 energy, as far as the alignment scale. Okay, A-okay from here, as I look down at the sun, right? And so for those that do have the understanding that, in your situation, children are involved here, please know they are protected. There could be some significance to earth sign energy as well as that of the Fae. There is heavy protection energy around you as far as the elementals, all right? But as far as just the same other aspects of your spiritual guidance team, and again, connecting to that sun god Ra energy, ancient Egyptian energy, for sure, for sure. Was that everything I wanted to say about that? Could be some significance to white horses. Maybe that's a song of some significance. Oh, that's wild horses, not white horses. My goodness. But that's such a great song, Wild Horses. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, so I'm seeing you kind of like really hermiting out. The hermit energy keeps popping out for you from deck to deck. But ultimately, with this new soulmate energy, and the reason why I say that is because here cometh Sir Soulmatey, and that's coming through the Three of Pentacles card. And you guys, okay, with these pentacles, I'm so serious. If you go and look at the crystal visions, with the way the eyes are depicted, that being the actual pentacles, it's just giving like orbs of lifetimes past. It's kind of neat. And this guy is like right there with you. Now, it could be some significance to like working with hands, carving, knives. Okay, maybe a chef or butcher of sorts, or a woodsman. Maybe somebody that is like a craftsman of sorts. But you guys could have up to 3 lifetimes together. All right, and I get that there is like heavy significance in the Akashic here. And the reason why I say that is because between the two of you right now, like I could see if it was like, oh, there's the 10 again, 10 energy saying you guys have had 10 lifetimes together. There's one crow. There's one messenger, one bird depicted on this particular Three of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords stands. Wow. A lot of transformation. This person could be coming in to your court because on their side of things, they too have been hermiting out, and they too have been staying the course and have been in balance. Ooh, as I turn to that King of Wands and Six of Cups energy, Page of Swords, this person could have been watching you online, or watching you somehow, or watching you through divination, because they weren't sure if they would actually have the kahunas to step to you, or if it would actually work. If you don't know this person, this could be me spilling how this person comes in. Now, this could be definitely, if not a soulmate, it could be, it's getting at least a high-level hierarchy soulmate with this Four of Wands energy. It could be a counterpart. Me personally, I feel like the way that the energy is coming through, it's giving too easy breezy. But like I said, going back to what I said moments before, this person coming in because they have done just as much work. You could have one of those rare variety of masculines. Ooh, do tell. Okay, because I want to know. Let's keep hope alive, people, right? But yeah, so there could be some significance to, this person just coming in with their ish just full blown together and not blown apart, right? And then you too, boo. As you should. And shoot, as you should, as they should, and it just, it works. Now, there could be some significance to divination, but specifically the scrying variety. Crystal ball could be of some significance, just saying. Oh my gosh. If like, bro, I'm running laps over here. Like, I need y'all to know, like, send your sister some love and light. It is 12:12 when I'm filming this. Okay. All right. So there's that. Now that reduces down to 6, I believe, at this late hour. Taking it back to the Egyptian vibes. Now there could be some significance to being POC, right? There's that sun god raw energy again. Here's the sit, you guys. So much, like at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just want y'all to know how hard I've been working. Hold on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 freaking cards. No, 15, 16. Hold on. Hold on. Oh gosh, these came out first. Forgive me. All right, here we go. I got overstimulated and went straight to the sun. Long story short, and I need to make this short, for like 46 minutes, you guys. If you're still with me, I fucking love you. Thank you. You're amazing. I really appreciate you. And I really can't wait until the next live stream. I miss you guys, and I love you guys just the same, nonetheless. I promise. I mean that, okay? But literally confirmation on like this fey elemental woodland creatures type vibes. Gnomes came out, fairies came out, right? And they're speaking as far as being alliances, assistants, as well as assistants and CE versus that of ANTS. Okay. There's some significance perhaps to plant medicine, herb, whatever, whatever that may mean. But really, this is also with this herbal craft card speaking of regeneration. Like you literally, or you like are the sun. Okay. And the sun card comes with this 22 energy. And I need you to know that is angelic code and it is a master angel number. All right. And actually, speaking of that master energy, coming out again for you, like how many freaking confirmations do you need? Okay, let me just see. Hold on, there's so many. Yeah, with this mantra medicine, command, song, incantation, containment. And really what you have contained is, long story short, being the baddie that you are, and that of the divine feminine, that of the divine feminine alchemist, okay? Just like we talked about in the channeling. And you guys, I'm not going to go through all these cards one by one because you can't see them anyways. I promise, let me just see what else stuck out. Now, this could be the situation where you are seeing this person in your dream state and or will, okay, whether you know this person or not. And the number 13 keeps sticking out in some significance, all right? Long story short, for many of you here, okay, not to sound word cursy or to be word cursy, but speaking of, okay, whatever that there may have been regarding that type of ideation and or situation, right, depending on who you are, okay, that is done with, okay? Hex is broken, okay, because you have done the damn thing, and this person coming in has done the damn thing. All right, this person could have just the same. I mean, marrying you. Just saying, it's kind of safe in this sense. To say that they probably were dealing with their own karmic energy as well. You know, maybe they too had to walk away from something or someone. Okay. But you know, like you did, they also took the higher ground, and this is part and parcel of that coursework that we always talk about with Earth being that of, Earth School. You know, you're mastering being that alchemist, being the baddie that you are in the greatest sense. And many of you, you know, you do have to be honest. Are you working through the witch wound, or are you just kind of carrying it around? You know, anybody holding on to religious, trauma, you'd have to check. Okay, if you don't know, I mean, these are things that you'd have to check. I'm not here to tell you, what you think and how you've lived your life and experienced it, but check, you guys, do this work, please. All right, it matters, and it matters to the whole of us. And that's why, I mean, I really encourage you all, if you hear me thanking somebody, thank them too for doing this work. I mean, it's not a popularity contest. It's not a contest of any sorts. It's not even a contest of time, okay? But at the same time, it is nonetheless to be celebrated. These choices, though they are able to be made just the same, aren't necessarily the most pleasant choices, or the seemingly most easiest, or even the seemingly most healthiest or beneficial choices for us. And yet, again, if you know, you know, the path that you've signed up for, or have been chosen for, right? It is what it is. Now, I get this person is really going to enjoy your body. Hope you're ready. There could be some significance to Florida water and or the state of Florida. But really talking again about that natural form you have. So I don't know if you're still working on like self-worth and or body dysmorphia. I'm not here to diagnose or judge. But at the same time, I'm just letting you know, like, ain't no way you got to worry about that with this person. And I don't get that this person is in it for like, hey, we had a good moment in time kind of thing. Like, I think that they're going to feel like they're going to do what they like want to do to feel almost like entangled with you, in the healthiest way I could maybe mean that, but just really in like a almost permanent, if I don't know, because you guys could be young too, right? So it's like, okay, well, okay, I didn't like I gotta go get the money to go like get the farm kind of thing, or like get the operation off the ground, right? So maybe there is like some stability you both are working on. But yeah, and this is due to this transformation, literally. All right. So kudos, can't say it enough. Oh, I almost forgot. You and this person, get ready. Could clearly have clear telekinesis. All right. So, this is really, my understanding, the mental space you can communicate without verbiage, as it were. So you and this person, if you don't subscribe to being that of counterparts, divine feminine, divine masculine, if you're not into that, those labels or that ideology, I'm just letting you know, like, this is a very highly spiritual connection coming in for you. And again, for your pleasure. Oh my gosh, I couldn't make this up. I kind of questioned Spirit. I was like, okay, the Black Moon astrology cards right now, like, shouldn't we be gearing more towards love? Because I knew it was like a lover situation, right? And the first card out, Earth Element, Stability, with a 38. And, that reduces down to 11, that new beginning energy. And then the next card out, it can't even, like, can it get any better? Venus, Love, with a very healing and wish fulfilling 4 type of energy. All right, just saying. Okay. And then if that were enough, it's like, even your angelic realm assistants coming through with the come through saying, hey, just for like triple dipple type of confirmation, this person is not going to place you second to any, and they will always own up to you, whether in public, gallivant around, whether at the event, right, whether behind closed doors. So I don't know if somebody out there was worrying about that or making a special request for that type of special specific confirmation. Gosh, that's a tongueful. Jupiter energy could be of some significance, but really Spirit is saying this is abundance. This is your abundance coming in. We talk about abundance all the time, but really we're firstly talking about how we're spiritually wealthy, right? Don't get it twisted, right? Without being spiritually wealthy, I mean, how far are you getting, right? As far as your ass can carry you, and that's about it. And I don't think that's too far on those days, if we're being honest, just saying. There's that 10th house, or excuse me, there's that 10th energy with the 10th house, really giving that world card energy with a 34 reducing to a 7. The rewards incoming, cannot say it enough, man. There could be some significance to the sentiment of I am, the phrase I am, the affirmation I am. Maybe you keep up with your I am affirmations, or this is a friendly reminder to keep up with them. Oh my gosh, that almost came out like, I stopped it, I'm not gonna lie, but the channeling that wanted to come through was like something, keep up with them, baby. Like, I don't even, like, if I say baby, it's usually not like baby. Like, it was so, that's so weird. Interesting. No disrespect, but man, I gotta keep my boundaries. 55:37 at the timer, just saying. Changes as I pull out the big Ace of Wands and the Chariot at the top of the fucking deck. Hot. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was the king, but it's the 4 of Pentacles. But like, man, he knows what he's doing. He's literally still sitting on a throne, right? Oh, the world card energy coming out. It's so crazy. I almost said looking like the Lovers, and I pull up the world card, and just underneath the world card is the Lovers card. All right, this is a lot of NIPPLES, man. I let it slip once during this session, no pun intended, so I figured I'd spell it out. Whoo-wee! And there's the Emperor. Yeah. Could be some significance to Lil Jon. Oh, much love and light, sir. Right, it's 3 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 3 of Cups. With the Lovers ain't bad. It's really giving rewards. So, I mean, I don't know if you're worried about, like, hey, when I find love, don't. you got it, okay? You don't got it, you better just claim it. You just better, get grateful for it, because this person is going to worship you in certain ways that I feel like you need. I know you deserve it. You do. No judgment, no tea, no shade, I promise. Because, right? Like, Ozzy, okay? This person is going to serve you well. And we already know that the reciprocity is not going to be a problem. Again, confirming the 8 of Cups to let this Knight of Cups come in. A romantic offer. And I know right now is the Tower, it's like, am I falling or is everything crumbling around me falling away? Right? Like, am I rising up? Am I the phoenix or am I falling? I've been there But again, babe, you're coming out as the star. Good thing, you guys, because I do not have my stickers on these decks. I wouldn't have been able to show them on camera either, I promise. I'm not lying. That's a lot of NIPPLES, just saying, just over and over. So there could be some significance to that, or like NIPPLE play or something. I don't know, just that's y'all's business. All right, I've taken enough of your time. It seems like all's well that ends well, babe. And again, congratulations, but also, again, simultaneously, just the same, thank you. All right. If you're still with me, you rocked it all the way until the end. I love you. You're amazing. You already know, but I wanted to say it again because you deserve it. And I enjoyed talking about it. I love you guys. Much love and light.